that's it. He said he's never tortured.
Oh, yeah, I said,
They should be down
I
in a
said,
minute.
Taylor, how was it coming up over that hill? She goes, oh, no, it's okay.
He said they don't like going up because you can get some deepest hill in Pawling. They could, yeah, but it wasn't good for sleigh rides.
They don't like going up.
He said, and they don't really like stopping on it either.
Well, they did well.
Oh, yeah, they
First,
did.
you could tell their legs, they were.
They cut out block.
Those things are.
Educated kid.
Busy couple of days, huh?
Yeah,
Good day yesterday?
yeah, we did.
Nice.
That wagon ride,
Yeah.
yes, it came down, that older great grandchildren.
And my father.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you? The guy was driving? Yes. She was surprised, we didn't tell her.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's the father.
Some guy was driving.
His name is John. His son drives the
Hello,
bus.
how are you?
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, first meeting, right?
Yes,
Okay,
in
good.
person.
It won't be too scary.
Good, how are you?
Can't see over your head. Sierra. It was on, yep, it's on.
What's working now? Well, it's working on, it's one of the things I.
Oh.
I seen that one. It's not like just. So that computers. I didn't recognize it. And with the weight loss, right? Yeah. Well, I didn't even recognize it, you seemed.
You're very good.
Yeah, and then I called it, and then the woman was like, there, I said, who's that? I called him up after.
And told that, yeah.
I felt so bad about it.
All right, welcome to the February 5th, 2024 Village Board meeting. If you could please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
All right, did everybody have a chance to read the minutes?
Yes.
All right, can I get a motion to approve the December 18th minutes?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, so now I have a very happy thing to bring up. We are honored to have someone, a village resident, and always has been a village resident, turn 100 today. So we have Amy Snowden, who turns 100. And what I'd like to do is read the proclamation, if that's okay. So, whereas Amy Snowden was born February 5th, 1924 at home on Dutcher Avenue, making this her 100th year. And whereas she was married to her husband, Harris R. Snowden, for 67 years and would see many changes in the world. And whereas Amy's legacy includes 4 children, Dale, Faith, Nancy, and April, 7 grandchildren, and 17 great-grandchildren. And whereas the many events and occurrences over the span of Amy's 100 years include World War I, the Great Depression, World War II, Korean War, Vietnam War, the Civil Rights Movement, and the War on Terrorism. Whew, that's a lot of war. And whereas she worked with her sister Hazel Osborne at the Five and Dime store, the soda fountain at the Pawling Pharmacy, for the Pawling Central School District at the high school in the cafeteria for 25 years as the beloved lunch lady, and is remembered fondly by students and staff, and then retired in 1996. And whereas the Village of Pawling congratulates Amy Snowden for her longevity of life and lifelong commitment to family, friends, and community. Therefore, I join with the residents of the entire Village of Pawling in wishing Amy Snowden a very happy 100th birthday. I'd like to give this to the family. And please share this with her. Oh, you want to take a picture? Or
Sure.
anybody else coming up?
Let's make this a group.
Who's going to hold this?
Dale can hold it.
Thank you.
All right.
Squeeze in.
Thank you.
Oh, you can go on my screen.
Yeah, me too.
Just smile. Do you have another copy of the agenda?
It's back, the back of the room, sorry, it's on the table.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd just like to say,
Yeah, thank you very much.
Mom is very touched by all of the cards and the love and the best wishes. And a little fun fact is she has lived through 17 presidents.
Wow.
Thank you so much. She really appreciates it.
Figure that out.
She received 196th birthday card.
Oh, wow. All right.
There's still more to come,
I
probably.
know,
yeah.
for sure.
That's
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you,
Take
Lori.
this one if you want.
Thank you.
I don't really need it.
Well,
Thanks a lot, guys.
Have a piece of cake for me, would you?
yeah, we will, I will.
Yes.
All right. Back to this. All right. No, I
They
don't
got
know why
cake.
they didn't want to
They gotta go
stay.
celebrate.
All right, so I'm not sure if everyone realizes or New York State DEC's stormwater permit, which is called MS4. They came out with a new one January 3rd, and so with a new general permit, it's required that we pass a new NOI, which is notice of intent to gain coverage for our stormwater MS4 work. So does anybody have any questions regarding that? It's just a filing for now. Unfortunately, there is a lot of changes and a lot of new requirements that are on us for this MS4 permit. And I've been working very closely with our building department and Labella. So Labella has basically MS4, almost MS4 department. So they have gone through and have done a complete Excel spreadsheet with all of the different things that we're gonna have to do and the timeline within what we have to do. So we have a bit of a heavy lift within the first 6 months. This is just the first item, which is not a heavy lift, but after that, there's gonna be, and then it continues on, and it's, I believe, a 5-year permit, so, more to come. So, does anybody have any questions?
No.
Okay, so can I get a motion to approve the NOI?
I'll make that motion. I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, Dan, you're up with pay request number 8 for TNA and construction.
Thank you. TNA submitted and Labella reviewed pay application number 8, and we are recommending that the board authorize payment to TNA. This payment will reflect that the work and pay TNA for the work that's roughly 90% complete. The outstanding amount on the total contract is roughly $250,000, but if you take retainage off that, there's about $175,000 of work to be completed by TNA to finish out the contract. So we're recommending that the village board authorize payment to TNA for pay request 8.
Does anybody have have any questions regarding the pay request?
No.
No.
All right, I'm gonna make a motion to move forward with the pay request number 8.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, we have lead agency, Village of Planning, the Planning Board is requesting lead agency through the secret process for Kingdom Hall for their amended site plan special use permit application. Anybody have any questions regarding lead
No.
agency request?
No, I think it's in good hands with them.
Okay, can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 All right, so we have vacancies on our planning board and zoning board, and we have Marie Lingori that is interested in filling one of the vacancies on the planning board. Jerry, do you have anything that you want to add? or-
No, I've known Marie for a number of years. She's been a resident here for 20-plus years in the village. I think she'll be a great addition to the planning board, and she's doing her homework, and she's excited to get going. So I'd like to make a motion to appoint her.
Okay.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Great, thank you. We have the Chamber of Commerce, the Village Green Assembly permit for their annual events. They're all here, that you provided a list. If any other ones come up, they will give us information, but I think the only one that we don't have a date for is the car show. I know it's usually in June at some point, but I don't know the exact date. So, anybody have any questions regarding that?
No?
And the farmer's market's a separate entity, correct, from the chamber?
Yeah, that's a separate
They do a
one. They
separate
do their
permit.
own, this is only chamber events, yep.
Yep.
And the farmer's market usually starts mid-June and goes to October.
Okay.
Well, I'll make a motion to approve the Village Green, permit application.
Okay,
I'll second that.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We have account number 10270 requesting a credit in their water account. This is somebody that had a continuous leak. They were notified 4 times in writing that they had this leak, and now they're looking for a credit. I know my personal feeling is that you were notified multiple times.
And the times that they would notify was when the water bills were sent out, right?
Just prior to them.
Just prior to them.
Yeah.
So it was over the course.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. I know
That's a shame.
it rigged up quite a bit, but,
I don't think people realize how much it adds up.
yeah.
Until they get their bill.
But again, she had received numerous bills where that
Right,
amount
as
kept
it kept
compiling,
going. Yep.
and the leak was
Yeah.
continuing, yeah.
Correct.
And she had no subsequent conversations with anybody here?
No
to-
follow-up?
She just mailed a letter in.
Yep.
Yeah.
But there's no follow-up to your notification?
No, I would recommend that we not honor the request.
I'll second that.
Okay. Any further discussion? All right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, we have account number 10484, looking for a waiver to the late fee of $20.04. This is someone that has had a pristine payment record, so I,
Yeah, I understand he had an emergency out of the area, a family member was ill, and he's been out of town for an extended period of time, so I'd make the motion that we waive the late fee. He's got a pristine payment history.
I'll second.
okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, can I get a motion to approve the Metro North Treasurer's report as presented?
I'll make that motion.
No
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right.
Use Arthur's, okay.
I'll take that.
Since what I'd like is if you guys could maybe bring your chairs up and kind of join us for the engineer's report. I mean, Dan will go through his, but then if you guys wanna add or anything, just so that they can be on camera, so everyone can start to get to know the new engineers. Oh, okay.
Take that one and then I can put it over here.
We just need one, Brian.
Oh, just one?
Yep.
You don't all get to be on TV.
Oh, good. Was that the camera there?
Nope, you got one chair and then the extra one. Thank you. All right, Dan, do you want to start your engineer's
Yes,
report?
thank you. Thank you. I only have one item to report tonight. The Lower Baxter project continues. The panels, the insulative panels that are being applied on the interior surface of the water treatment plant arrived today. We have a 5-day schedule from the contractor to install those panels. So starting tomorrow, so the panels will be fully installed early next week. That's necessary for us to, quote, mothball the plant for the period of time until some electrical equipment comes in, to just save on consulting time and inspection time and all of the ongoing work that occurs while construction is underway. So we look forward to getting this part done and then coming back in the spring and finishing things off when the electrical equipment arrives.
Great, thank you.
That concludes my report. Thanks.
Thank you. If you guys want to introduce yourselves or, you know, so.
Yeah, I'm Brian Swaza with Cedarwood Engineering.
I'm Jonathan Sukup with Cedarwood Engineering.
Okay, so I know I had you guys come down and take a look at things, so we're gonna get you more and more involved. Is there anything that you wanna discuss, or?
No, I mean, we're, you know, we took the grand tour with the operators today here, just getting more familiar with the wastewater and water systems. You know, just went over with them what their needs are, what their current issues are, and just look forward to working together and just assisting in any role, you know, as needed moving forward. And we are working on the proposal, I know, like the lead service line inventory for the water system. And, you know, I still know there's gonna be the all hands meeting, you know, when we do figure out what other projects we may be involved with, so.
Yeah, the transition.
Yep, so we look forward to just, you know, providing any assistance as needed at this point. You know, we're working, coordinating a few items with Labella as well. You know, they'll be assisting the lead service line inventory with the GIS items, and you know, they were helpful, and they're providing the existing mapping that they have of the water and sewer systems, just so we can, again, get a better feel for it. And that way, when, you know, certain areas are described, you know, we visited them and we will have them on the mapping as well.
Great, great. Yeah, we're hoping to eventually get the maps updated with more realistic,
No, we understand it's not all
information,
accurate, but
yeah.
it'll just help us at least, you know, point out specific areas and
No, that'd be
roughly
great.
what's going on. So,
Great. All right, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Do you guys have copies of the as-built for the plant, the wastewater plant?
We
or is that
we
something-
must.
Okay.
We must.
I'd like to get a PDF set.
It's in my room.
It is in your room? Okay. So, yeah, we'll
Nice.
get that.
All right.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Does any of the board members have any questions or?
No?
Okay. All right, thank you. All right, that's engineer report done. So can I get a motion for the January bills in the amount of $407,000 and $86.44?
I'll make that motion.
No second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And the January 30th, 2024 prepaids in the amount of $7,020.80.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Anything else that we didn't, anything,
Were we gonna discuss the settlement?
oh, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, sorry.
I know you're deep in thought, I know.
Yeah, I don't have too much detail to report on that, except that I'm working with Dave, because we kind of took it over from him on the particulars of it. If there are specific questions, I can.
No, I thought we were supposed to be discussing it so that the board approves the releasing of the funds. That's what Dave's email.
Oh. Well, I mean, I'm not sure what the.
Well, I'm not sure, so we received the settlement, we don't know if we have to make motions individually to repay the
Oh.
contractors?
The people that have been waiting for the
Yes.
settlement.
I
for-
apologize, I'm just having a disconnect there. But yeah, you would have to make motions to accept it,
Based on the dollar amount?
based
each
on the
vendor?
dollar amount
You mean
for
to
the vendors.
release it.
To
Release
release it, yes, yeah, and they've been reviewed and I think they're all appropriate.
So we're not prepared to do that tonight then?
Okay, I can,
We were hoping to be prepared to do that tonight.
Yeah, we wanna get these vendors paid, it's been so long.
well, I mean, you could make that resolution.
But you said it has to be specific dollar amount, so.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I guess I'll prepare a written resolution for it, which is probably wise anyway. And we can do it next time, but, yeah, I apologize. I don't know, I thought those amounts were in there.
In that email?
I did. I must have been thinking about something else. I apologize.
All right, well, it seems obvious that we're not gonna be able to do it tonight,
Yeah.
so I guess we're gonna have to make this an agenda item for our next meeting.
Yeah.
I can reach out to the vendors too and let them know that that's,
Well, why don't we regroup after tonight,
yeah,
and put a plan together,
okay.
all right? All right, anything else? All right,
I don't have anything else.
then I guess we're good, if I can get a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Public comment, or?
Thank you. Let me ask public comment. Okay. All right, have a good night, everyone. All right. Please come.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
You were there.
I know, you're so quiet.
Dan said I'll be brief.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna.
Ian, how's the weather?
The weather must be good. He got off quick.
Yeah. I'm in Margarita, don't blame him.
Turn off the strip, that's it. You don't have to turn anything else off. The strip, the power cord.